Let's add some gold leaf to a rustic wood frame. And I am here to show you how to gold leaf. Am I an expert? No. Have I ever done this before? Once. Anyway. It's upside down. All right. So first we got to apply the adhesive. So it hasn't even been 10 minutes and it is almost dry to where it's tacky. It just got stuck to my shirt, so I know it's tacky. Ugh. Stick to your fingers. There's just some white spots that are still a little wet. Let's do this. Kind of excited. Gold leaf is essentially pretty darn simple. It's a glue that you let dry and become tacky, and then you apply the leaf, smushing it down into the wood without breaking it. Here I'm using a brayer. It really did work nicely to get the gold leaf to stick down. Now you see I'm going to apply the next sheet right beside it, and I do this in a series, and then I take the 3 boards apart from each other and proceed to brush off the extra leaf on the edges that did not adhere. Notice I am saving any big pieces of leaf. This will come in handy to fill in little holes or gaps or cracks that I have later. I used most of it to cover the edges of the wood. Pro tip, glue the edges the same time so you can just fold the gold leaf over. And then you come and you brush it. Brush. Kind of a smush brush because you're smushing the gold leaf into your wood. What's kind of cool about some of these is you can see the wood grain. All the texture in the gold, like that's a knot right there. And the texture in the gold is on the wood itself. I mean, look. That's how rough the wood was. So that texture comes through. You see that? That's the wood grain coming through the project. You really do need to wait for it to be tacky in order for it to adhere more solidly. I'm going to show you an example of me not being patient. Typical Jenny mistake. I should have walked off, let it become tacky, and I didn't. I got into it, and it's like, I got this, I know how to do it. And she doesn't know how to do it. But she does it anyway. All right, so on here, we got one whole sheet that I put here. Some spots were tacky. Gosh darn it. Break this apart. And some spots weren't. So you can see the spots that were, these solid spots were tacky. These crackly spots were not. So you're gonna get a separation in the sheet if you don't, wait like you're supposed to. So be patient, wait, let it become tacky. It'll be fine. That's one of the reasons why I painted it black. I painted it black because I wanted the black to show through if you know, I had mistakes happen. That's why I didn't do it over bare wood. So I want that kind of look myself. But if you're wanting more of a solid look, then wait for it to be tacky. Ugh. And it's sticky, guys. It's not sticky where the gold is, but it's sticky where I got messy with my glue. So my plan is to cover it all, but what if I didn't want to? How do I get the sticky off? I don't know. All right, well, stay tuned. Final project coming soon. I just love a good thunderstorm, don't you? This project took me a couple of days, and I don't live all that close, but I love my drive-in. I've got these two canvases that I painted last week. This one I think I'm keeping. This one will be for sale. I distressed this one. I took my sander to it and then I dribbled paint down it so it looked like it had been sitting outside for a while. And I'm going to put the gold foiled pieces of wood that I did on it. I'm going to do this one too, which I started this one. See? And it's going to look beautiful. This one hangs like this. I mean, look at those flowers. Oh, gorgeous. Oh my god. Anyway, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the wood. I'm going to put it on like so. And then I'm going to take these little nails. They're obscussion pins, so they have a nice rounded head on them, and the gold pretty much matches, so you can hardly tell that they're there. But if you do notice that they're there, they're pretty little decorative nubs on there. So let's get to it. Other long side, figure out which side do I want showing. You know, I kind of like the you know, bits of black showing through. I mean, there's a reason why I painted my wood black. So I think we're gonna go with this side. I'm gonna put blue here, and of course work because it's the glue is there because I'm only putting in like 4 pins. I'll line it up with my fingers. The pins are super duper tiny little boogers, right? So they're the kind that you're going to probably smash your fingers with. And at home I have a smaller hammer. Here I've got a big regular size hammer, unfortunately. I meant to bring my small little hobby one. I have a little cobbler's hammer that is delightful to use.